Hi, I'm Goose, and welcome back to Color Theory in Minecraft. Are you colorblind? I am always surprised by the amount of people that comment on my videos mentioning how they have some form of colorblindness. It is a lot of people. Colorblindness affects about 1 out of every 12 men and 1 out of every 200 women. This is because the genetic mutation that causes colorblindness is on the X chromosome. Since women have 2 X chromosomes, if one has the mutation, the other one can compensate. But men have 1 X chromosome and 1 Y chromosome. So if they have the mutation, there's no backup. So it's more likely for men to be born with colorblindness. But what exactly is colorblindness? Your eyes have 2 kinds of cells that allow you to see: cone cells and rod cells. Cone cells are responsible for color vision, and we have 3 kinds of cone cells: short, medium, and long. These are also referred to as blue, green, and red cone cells, because each one of these cells corresponds with red, green, and blue wavelengths of light. When all 3 types of cells are working correctly, we have normal color vision, and it works in much the same way as an RGB screen. But sometimes certain types of cone cells are absent or don't work correctly, and this creates color blindness or a color deficiency. Protanopia is caused by the absence of the long or red cone cells. People with protanopia see the world in shades of blue, yellow, brown, and gray. Deuteranopia is caused by the absence of medium or green cone cells. Their vision is very similar to those with protanopia, but they have a harder time seeing different yellows. Tritanopia is caused by the absence of short or blue cone cells. This makes blues and violets look gray and sometimes black, and most other colors appear as reds or pinks. Achromatopsia is caused by the absence of all color vision. This is incredibly rare, and people with achromatopsia often have very poor overall vision. There's also a 5th type called monochromacy. Monochromacy can refer to people with achromatopsia, where they have no cone cells, and it can also refer to people that only have blue cone cells. To them, the world is just shades of blue, gray, and white. Colorblindness is on a spectrum, and sometimes you do have all 3 cell types, but 1 or more just don't work to their full potential. This is called color deficient vision, and it's labeled as protanomaly, deuteranomaly, and tritanomaly. If you've ever had your vision checked by a doctor, you've likely seen charts like these. This is called the Ishihara test, invented by Dr. Shinobu Ishihara in 1916. If you have normal color vision, it should be easy to see these numbers and paths, but if you have any form of color deficient vision or color blindness, you might be looking at these and wondering what numbers I'm even talking about. This is an original 1988 publication of the Ishihara test. It includes several basic tests that primarily check for red-green color blindness caused by protanopia and deuteranopia because they're the most common forms. These first 2 images should be recognized as a circle and a square by everyone, whether or not you have color blindness. But these next ones are a bit more interesting. When you look at this one, do you see a circle or a square? What about this one, circle or square? If you have normal color vision, you should see a circle in the first one and a square in the second. If you have red-green color blindness, you'll actually see the opposite, a square in this one and a circle in this one. That's because certain spots are very subtly shifted towards yellow and blue, but appear uniform to people with red-green color blindness. Some of this subtlety is going to be lost with my camera and YouTube's video compression, but if something you saw in this video makes you think that you might have color deficient vision or color blindness, make an appointment with a professional and get it checked. You never know. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, check out my deep dive into color theory video series in the top right corner. I go very in-depth about how we see, how our eyes work, and all the science behind color itself. And if you really enjoyed this, consider supporting me on Patreon. I vowed to always make my educational content free for everyone, I promise. And the support of my patrons and Twitch subscribers makes that possible, so thank you guys very, very much. Until next time, go do something creative. Go look at some colors. See ya!